Hey again everyone, Jay here, Azuki Goroto, back with you for another video game review. And today I'm going to be trying something a little bit different, so let me know what you think of this. But yeah, so the game I'm going to be bringing you today, well, it's not really a game, it's more like a series of games. I'm going to be bringing you a video on the Monster Hunter series, a video review on the Monster Hunter series. So without further ado, Monster Hunter is an action-adventure kind of game where you as a player create your own character, customize them with weapons and armor, and run out into a field and kill loads of monsters. And these can range from being just about this big, as just half the size of your player, a quarter the size of your player, to 10 times, maybe even 20 times greater than the actual player. And there's not, as far as plot goes in the Monster Hunter games, there's not really a great deal of plot. But I don't know, you don't really need it. I mean, what kind of excuse do you want? You're just going out and killing monsters for money and fame. I mean, that's pretty much the basic story. The one with the most story I can think of is Monster Hunter Freedom 2 on the PSP, which has you your character is on a quest to begin with, retrieving an egg from this creature called the Tigrex, a big fuck-off dragon kind of thing that's yellow and blue with big wings. But yeah, I'll get more into the monsters later, but he's stealing an egg from this Tigrex, and the Tigrex knocks him unconscious and he wakes up in a village. So he sets out to kill the Tigrex, and after you've done that, which is about, I don't know, a quarter of the way through the game maybe, you got loads of other greater and greater and greater and greater monsters that you keep fighting. So yeah, that's basically the premise of the Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Now, to my knowledge, there's currently 4 Monster Hunter games available that you can buy here in the UK. Monster Hunter, the original on the PlayStation 2, Monster Hunter Freedom, PS2, Monster Hunter Freedom PSP, Monster Hunter Freedom 2 on the PSP, and Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP. Now, Monster Hunter, the game world, it's a world you can easily lose yourself in. I mean, I myself have spent about 300 hours cumulative across 3 games of Monster Hunter. I mean, I've got the PS2 Monster Hunter Freedom and Freedom 2 on my PSP, and I love the games to bits. I mean, it's definitely a game for all of you city shirters out there, and for those of you who don't know what I mean by city shirter, it's a person or a gamer who, whenever they acquire a new item or weapon or something, just has to go and try it out. Like, classic example with Rock Band, whenever you get a new item of clothing, you'd go and put it on. Joan, if you're watching this, you know who you are, city shirter. But yeah, so it's great if you're into all that infinite levels of customization and that, and there's loads of different varieties of weapons and armour that you make. And you actually do make the weapons and armour from the spoils of your kill, because when you kill a monster you carve it up and take items from it, such as scales, hides, the brain, an ear, as the case may be. You can fashion those into different sets of armours and weapons, and there's probably about 1,500 armour pieces alone, not normal armour pieces alone, in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, and I think there's about 2,000 in Freedom Unite. And the armour is divided into helmet, gauntlets, chest, waist, and legs. And you can kind of tell where I'm going with that. Hopefully if this is working, you'll see behind me, but and the weapons, right? There's different categories of weapons, quite a few, and I'll go through them briefly. You got your sword and shield, which is balanced offense and defense. Dual swords, which is made for speed. Great sword for power. Long sword for not as much power as the great sword, but you've got a bit more speed. You got the hammers, which are the heavy hitters of the game. The lances that you just hide behind and joust. Great defensive weapons. Then you got the gun lance, which is a lance mixed with a gun, as you can probably tell. You've got the flute, which powers up your party. You've got bow guns, you got light bow guns, which are fast hitting, quick reloading, not very damaging weapons, but they've got a lot of customization and ammo types you can use, and the heavy bow guns, which are big fuck-off guns that you just fire big, powerful rounds at your opponent. But they're slow to fire, slow to reload, and slow to lug around. You got the classic bow and arrow with different ammo types of fire, water, different elemental charged weapons. And I'm sure there's one I'm missing out. It's not coming to me right now, but yeah. So pretty much, it's just loads of different opportunities, and not to mention the game's online community, which as a whole is generally quite good. I mean, you can have up to 4 players working together to take down a monster, take down a group of monsters, steal an egg, and the quest variety as well is quite big. I mean, you've got simple things such as hunter gathering quests, fetch so many of these, kill so many of these, and you got special quests such as repel, just defend a structure against an enemy, such as the mission where you've got to defend against the Lao Shanlung, the biggest monster in the game. It's literally about 20 times the height of your player, and it would probably be about 300 feet long in our real measurements. But you've got to repel the Lao Shanlong from a fortress, so you've got to defend the fortress and use it to stop the Lao breaking it. But yeah, and then there's the steal the egg missions. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm remember those. There's kill monsters in certain time limits under certain conditions with only this weapon. And you got just loads and loads and loads of replay value. I mean, there's probably about offline. There's probably about 55 different quests you can do in Freedom 2, but online you just got probably about 300 in total. Continuing with downloadable content as well to update your game with. So, like I said, I've invested 300 hours across 3 of these games. That's 100 each, and I still haven't finished a single one of them. I'm not even halfway on any of them, but yeah, I mean, and they're really hard as well once you get into them. The later missions, the 3 and 4 star level missions, that they just take loads of skill, and you need to plan out what you're going to do. Say, if I put a bomb here, will the monster charge into it if I dodge out of the way, or will it just fly over and smack me straight in the head? It's just, you just need to plan, really. I mean, the learning curve is just, with Monster Hunter, straight up right once you beat like 2-star missions. So yeah, overall, I definitely recommend you guys pick up this game. It's a brilliant one of these games. It's definitely a brilliant series to just lose yourself in, and just, it's fun more than anything else. Frustrating but fun. It's frustrating. So yeah, so this was Jay Azuki Garoto. Sorry if this review's been a bit rushed, but I'm just really trying to see if this works. But let me know what you all think, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.